As the shutdown continues, thousands of federal and military families are feeling the strain. Paychecks delayed, bills are due, and uncertainty growing day by day. But Consumer Reports is looking into real ways that those folks can stretch their everyday dollar. Let's bring in Consumer Reports investigative reporter Lisa Gill, who has been looking into how these programs work and how struggling families can make the most of them. Welcome to the show, Lisa.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. Let's get right into
Great
it.
topic.
Now, all these people feeling the pinch from the shutdown, how does it impact their everyday lives? Talk to us.
Well, first of all, I don't have to tell you, not getting a paycheck is going to cause a lot of pocketbook pain in your day-to-day budgeting. And so that was one of the reasons we started looking at, well, what are the discounts available for military, first responders, nurses, teachers, really anybody working in the public service. And military is probably the most easily identifiable. A lot of businesses have a very specific military discounts. And I'll tell you this, my first piece of advice before we really dive in is just ask. Don't be afraid to ask. I've kind of noticed a couple things. Lots of businesses offer military, both active and veteran discounts, along with teacher discounts, firefighters, other first responders discounts, but they hide them. They're actually pretty hard to find on their websites or even in the stores. And sometimes not everybody, not every cashier, not every person that works at that store or that restaurant might know about it. So I think the first piece of advice is really, you have to kind of be your own advocate and just ask, do you have any discounts for veterans? Ask what, if you're a teacher, do you have any teacher discounts? If you're a veteran, ask for any veteran discounts. And I'll say this. So I also think that I can't quantify it for sure. This is my gut feeling based on some of the reporting that we did, but I think a lot of businesses are willing to give you discounts even if they don't have it in writing.
Oh, wow.
So, 10, 15, 20% discounts I think are not unheard of. And I think people will understand if you're asking. So I would say don't be shy. That's my first piece of advice.
Yeah, don't be shy. Always ask. Your report touches on legal protections like the Service Member Civil Relief Act. What kind of safeguards does that actually provide during the shutdown?
Right, there's a couple things. So if you have mortgages, I would say a mortgage or a car lease or even a car loan are pretty important. If you need a little bit of time, you want to delay those payments, get a hold of your mortgage lender or wherever you're leasing your car, and be sure to remind them, hey, I need, it's called forbearance, but you don't have to use that word. Just say, I need to put a pause in my payments. And they will be able to quickly look up and make sure that you're qualified for it. You most certainly are, for sure, this is so weird, if your mortgage is federally backed by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. But most people don't know that.
Right.
And I'll say this, so even okay to not know that. I would just call your bank or whoever lent you the money to buy your home and ask them, I need 3 months pause because I'm not getting a paycheck. You actually have the right to that. But I would say that's even true for any viewer. Don't be afraid to ask. Same with car lease, even a car loan. And even, I would say, although it's not covered by the act that you just described, you can even do it with credit cards. I'd say, again, don't be afraid to advocate for yourself. Call them and ask for a pause in the payments due to the shutdown, and also mention your military status if you're a teacher or a first responder.
Yeah, all that stuff can go a long way, right? All right, we got
Really
30 seconds left here for the everyday viewer. What's your biggest piece of advice beyond the discounts?
Discounts are one thing I would say too. You want to tell people, I don't know, don't, stay in the economy. Don't just go home and be scared and worried. Just keep trying to get out there. Keep asking, keep talking to people. Ask for discounts. I like discounts because it's something that can be extended to you. I will say this: if you are a veteran, fill out your DD form 214 at the VA and get that turned in so you can get your veteran ID card, which will help you with any of these things.
Gotcha. Lisa Gill, Consumer Reports, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Take care.
All right, take care.